From Orange, California. I was wondering if you wanted to go out this weekend, if you have some free time. I was nervous to talk to you, but I forged ahead. I said to myself, if I've not got the courage to say a basic salutations at this event, then I'm just gonna regret it forever. So I'm asking you on a date. And look, there's no denying it. I'm tense. I'll eventually get over it, but there's no need to dwell very much on it. I can calm down using one of my breathing routines. And look, if you don't want to go out with me, that's okay. It's not like it's eroding my confidence. I don't dread it, hun. Dread is not something thou sends my way. But if you felt dissimilar way, then my point is, you should come back to a 10's place. I saw you and thought, I'm ready for action. I have to quarter. And sorry if I'm being rude, but you have a significant figure. Because it's rounded. Oh, look, you are a cutie. I would write you love notes because we have a spark like if you rub two sticks together. I will never have strayed away from you because you are an angle from heaven. But heaven is a place full of old miracles. Why don't you and I make a new miracle? We could share a dish in a fancy restaurant, or if you're feeling a sandwich, we could give a subtraction. I'd even buy you toilet paper, multiply. I had a vision of us growing old together until our years are like missing vampires because we've lost count. So what do you say? Can I give you my number? Thank you.
Okay, from the judges, we have a 96, a 90, a 90, an 80, a 93, and a 97. Good numbers. It's always hard to go first, and that was a very good job. 366 is the total. Now what we do is we drop the high score and the low score. And the scoring is on a scale of 1 to 100. I was remiss and I didn't tell you what those sounds you heard meant. The 90-second warning is, and that means you have 10 seconds to finish your routine. If you hear 30 seconds to finish your routine, if you hear, that means our talent just broke the bell. No, if you hear that, it means your time is up, and if you keep talking, you are eliminated. So everybody has a maximum of 2 minutes. Okay, our first contestant is done, and our next one up is Jared Abel.
All right, we're going to bring Jared Abel up. Come on over. Jared, where are you here from?
From D.C.
And how many times have you been to the O.Henry Playoff?
This is my first time.
The playoff's really interesting. I'm sorry, Jared, I was in the wrong column. I'm sorry about that. This is Dr. Jared Abel, an oral surgeon by trade. His puns are like his surgery, a bloody mess. Two-time winner of DC Improv Pun DMV, 3-time winner. Ooh, everybody. Ooh. All right, take it away, and you can say start when you're ready. Judges ready?
Start when you're ready.
Okay, so I'm doing the sea and ocean, and we'll see. So you can start. Sure, I tied the knot with Rhea. With bated breath, I prayed and cursed away all my doubts and cast away all my fears about my bride. I didn't want to be sailfish, I just wanted to be good manta ray. Help yourself to this lavish tale about a wedding venue reservoir when Sam and Lynn tried to outbid us by the 2-9-10K. Oh boy, we were going to be capped. Tim's hay was going to make Rhea flip her lid. But we found our chance to make a plan with a purpose. We carp diem and we fight. Cod is my witness. Sam, the little turtle, regretted when I get salmon in my claws just for the hell of it. You'll see that my coral be solid, since I have plankton a yacht of classes. Oh, and Rhea, she's gonna river engines and marlin. She's gonna hammer her head into the walrus over her hair, so she'll just cry and blubber, and nothing will kill her whales. Sam ought to use all of his muscles to hoist her up and get this scallop on her feet. But for the sake of humanity, Rhea began to sink her hand into her great white purse and fish out her checkbook. She decided to group her funds and seal the deal. To celebrate, we dive into a charcuterie and we stir gin and tonics as she peers at me. And with the love I see lying in her eyes, she dove her soul into mine. And I see her chin quiver, and I realize there's no doubt about it, that's amore.
That's not working? All right. Okay. Okay, if you're reading the judges' scores there, I apologize, we're having a little trouble with the microphone. The judges have awarded their scores. They are an 86, a 70, an 80, an 88, a 71, and an 89. All right, some good scores. And by the way, welcome to Austin and welcome to the o.henry Museum Pineapple Championships. It's always great to start off with a new person. 325 is the total score. That's after throwing out the high and the low? Okay. Now, by the way, we'll bring the high and the low back in the unfortunate case of a tie. But we don't use it when we're announcing the scores. We copied that from the Olympics, throwing out the high and the low. Okay. Next,
Okay, we're ready for our next contestant. There is no number 3. Number 3 didn't show up, so now the next contestant will go forth. He's been in Austin for 15 years. He's never been to a punt-off, never competed, so he says this is his pilot show. First time out here. A native of Bangalore, Indian, so he's gonna bang it out of here. And it is Kiran Gonzalez.
Check. Do I get started? Hi, my name is Gonzi, and as a male comedian, my pronouns are he and he, collectively he. There is a proposal to rename the Austin Bergstrom International Airport after President Lyndon B. Johnson. That's right, put an L in front of it. Then the larger terminal will be called Majora and smaller terminal Menora. Departures will be called Go and arrivals Come. The plan to interconnect the concourses will be called Interconcourse, of course. I know a lot because of the time I spent down there, mostly for pleasure, sometimes for business, frantically going back and forth, waiting for a loved one to come, and once picking up our child. Over time, the passage has gotten easier, and the structure has gotten bigger, given how many people come through there. Flight EI-69 from Dublin faced significant tailwinds. This was the Aer Lingus. The connection to Bangkok, jointly operated by the Thai Airways and United Airlines, is made possible by the Star Alliance, where the Thais are united. The next generation of Italians, the next gen Italians, can fly to Naples. To go deeper into the canal, visit Panama City. The long haul from Hong Kong, helping both out-of-continent and in-continent flyers, is called the Cathay. Multiple airlines lead to Bush, fewer to O'Hare, and none to Brazilian destination. For university health guidelines, Lyndon Austin Bergstrom International Airport has to be cleaned front to back. Failure to do so will result in infection of the UT and the Pickles Research Center and the surrounding areas. Thank you, Austin, for mowing the landing strip and ensuring the 5G spot is easy to find. Thank you.
all right, we're going to get our scores in now. From From the judges table live, we have an 89, we have an 84, we have a 75, we have 83, we have a 78, and a 72. Scorekeeper, what's our number?
For a pilot program that flew off the air.
320 is the total score.
All right, ready for the next contestant? Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to give the judges just a moment to deliberate while I introduce you to, I hope I say this right, Tom Conoscenti?
Correct.
Or Conoscenti. That's very condescending of me, isn't it? And Tom was from Spring, Texas, but now he's smart and moved here. So give him a warm welcome. Are we almost ready? Tom, do you want the handheld? All right, give it up for Tom.
Howdy. I recently had a conversation with a UT student. We'll call him Peter. I said, Peter, how are you doing? He said, well, I'm studying, but I had to get a part-time job. Where are you working? He said, I'm in marketing at the Juice Land on Guadalupe off campus. I said, what does that mean? He said, I have to stand on the sidewalk and hand out smoothie samples to passersby, but I have to wear a banana costume. True story. I said, do you find that job appealing? He said, apparently not. I find it very appalling. So what are you studying? He said, I'm studying philosophy. I said, wait a minute, Peter, I know that you entered UT with a degree. It was a degree of uncertainty. And now with philosophy, you're getting a degree in uncertainty. He said, well, actually, I have a major concentration in French philosophers. You know, the I think, therefore I am crew. And I have a minor in veterinary science. I said, what an unusual combination and sequence. French philosophers and veterinary science. Why did you do that? He said, it's very easy. Peter said, I want to put Descartes before the horse. Thank you very much. Thank you, Deanna.
Give it up for Tom. Now, what did you tell me?
That's right. Turning 80 in a couple of weeks.
He's our oldest this year. Congratulations. Here are your scores. Wow, 68, 70, 72. Did I already say 62?
62,
20 and 68.
And 68. By the way, you can follow the scores on punoff.com. It's ironic that we're having technical issues with dry erase boards, but our website works. 72, 68, 70, 62, 20, and 68. Yes. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to mention, there was a philosopher that was on Amazon the other day. He stuck around and decided to shop an hour.
David,
Yes, go to punoff.com and click on the scoreboard to get live updates. And the final score in this last round was?
268.
268.
Okay, that's the update. I want to say that when the Punoff started here 48 years ago,
Yes, it did.
every contestant was from Austin, Texas. And
Both
then,
of them.
Then it started to be all Texas things. We had contestants from Dallas, from Houston, West Bumfart, Texas. They came around. And then in the 90s, the internet showed the whole country what this could be. It showed the whole world. We've got contestants here from England, from Australia, from Canada, who's really our friends. And right today we have contestants from California, New York, and the next one is a native of West Virginia, but he's studying now in Baltimore, Johns Hopkins University, for his PhD. And his field of research is specializing in allergies. He is in the right place, the pollen capital of Texas, pollen fever here. And here he comes, soon to be Dr. Ian McKnight.
Hello, I'm Ian. I'm from West Virginia. So we're here in Jane Austen, Texas, and I don't want to have too much pride and prejudice my other competitors. They're too rich, immaculate, with a ton of sense and sensibilities. And, oh no. We're gonna have a ton of sense and sensibilities. We're gonna have a brave new world. I don't mean to be, I don't want to have to write a mocking ballad about my competitors, for they have, oh no, oh my gosh.
Relax, you got it! You got it!
Okay, well, I'm just gonna skip around a little bit. This tale is handmade, after all, with no more regrets. Would I might say that. I'd like to take a photo, this picture of Door Ian, so please have the audience go wild for this picture of Door Ian. Great, thanks. And I even made this picture of a dark nest, but Joe got some majorly negative feedback from me, and honestly, I radically. Because getting on stage like this is hard, a gamble, a ton of things that can go wrong. A pair of dice lost. But I don't want to be daunted. So I have this, I beg of you, the divine comedy of judges. So please, bear with me. This divine comedy of judges to acknowledge and inferno what I've done today. Sorry, I know that I'm running out of time quickly. I don't mean to be curt, but we have, I hope this has been a Salafter House 5 out of 5 that's left you rolling with your vomit guts after this breakfast of champagnes. To summarize, I am Sydney portering my heart out to you all today to o.henry realize my dreams of being here.
That was properly done.
Yes, it was. Okay, now we're throwing it over to the judges. We have our numbers here. They are a 62, a 55, a 60, a 41, a 55, and a 60. Did you get that, Sebastian? Did you get that, Aaron? Very nice job.
All right, so we're going to bring to the stage an alum around here. That means they've done this before. Oh, he's getting the dice. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm waiting for them to write the scores on the board. And meanwhile, I want to let you know, I know you've heard it before, but we do have food trucks. They are some of our sponsors. And our silent auction has some really cool stuff. And one of the things it has is a pair of tickets, VIP tickets, to the Austin International Film Festival. And that is next week on Saturday at the Galaxy Theaters right by the old Highland Mall, which is now ACC. So we'd love for you to come out, see the films, and there's a QR code on the tickets in case you want to watch the online version of the festival. So now we're going to bring up Max Park. Come on over, honey. He is the 2018 Punslingers runner-up, 3-time Thunderdome champion from the faraway land of Brooklyn, New York. But we love you anyway. So,
thank you. So Max Park for Brooklyn, New York. Oh, You've got that special sauce. Let's buy a condo, mint. I love going on capers together. Let's run away to Tabasco, buy a ranch, hop between 1,000 islands, vacation in Tahiti, catch those sweet baby rays. We'll dance the salsa or the sambal. Relish every opportunity. Savor the chilly, crisp air in the mountains. Smell the balsamic trees. Sear up some steaks and find joy in the margarines. But our lives will be more than that. We only have a one. We'll make blue, cheesy jokes, get shredded, cheddar inhibitions. Every meal will be nutritional at yeast. Mustard meals be boring even if a veggie might. Bacon bits of sweet treats, delights assault the senses. We'll eat salads, dressing them well. Learn Russian or French or about Caesar. Grow our garden, you green goddess. Live without vinaigrettes. I'll always stand behind you. Why would I curry favor with anyone else? No tartar can compare. Shut knees. That nut Ella? Pepper? Pepper flakes. I'll say ciao, Lula. And men, not even a peek at the gallo. We'll be dukes, eat the best foods, and tell the haters, go to hell, mans. To be franks, my red hot honey, olive oil of you, I only love you.
Thank you, next part. Okay, we have a 95, an 86, an 80, a 92, an 86, and an 89. All right. 353 points is his final total. 353. Yes, we have that confirmed at 353. By the way, our scorekeeper on stage here is Sebastian. He is the son of Aaron Basil, who is our scorekeeper and technical director, as I call him. He came up with the brilliant idea of putting these on the website to make it easier for people to follow if they can't see the numbers on the stage. The webpage is punoff.com, one word. And then you click on scoreboard.
Okay, from the stage here, we're looking for next contestant, Brittany Whitehurst. She should be on deck here. Did she make like a poultry and check it out? Here she comes. Another native Virginian, but now living in Fort Washington, Maryland.
They're about to kick some of us out. I mean, they got you already.
All right. So around Christmas time, my boyfriend, who is now my ex, was Benedict, just a awful human being. So we broke up. Happy holidays to me. I was an emotional wreck with muffin to lose, so I hit the bar where this hot and steamy guy approached me. Where do I begin? He was so fine, I had to huevos off of him left and right. He had gorgeous locks on top of everything. Babe, He said, hello, I'm good. À ta santé. Did y'all know that was a French toast? Yo, Gert is checking all the boxes. I'm thinking, we can't elope, can we? No, y'all, I'm so melodramatic. So, for kicks, I asked, was he feeling my Cocoa Puffs or the bartender's Lucky Charms, because I don't do cereal cheaters. Didn't know he was poor or rich, but he may full have more money than me. Maple has more money than me. That's when I felt his eyes on my cleavage. I said, sir, up here. We may have shared a few hugs and quiches, but he was not going to get my legs over easy. Then he says, grill me this. Why is the best rapper for the last 10 years been Ye? Ye, as in Kanye West, who interrupted Taylor at the VMAs with I'ma let you finish. Aren't you serious? You should have just shut your flapjack. There was heat between us. Why did he have to go and spill it? Oh well, I hopped up and left. How could I meet a guy in very little time that was so salty? Honestly, I still can't grapple with it. Oh well, on to find my better half. Thanks to Brunch for listening, Austin.
Thank you. Wonderful. Now we have from the judges table. We have a 95. We have a 93. We have an 85.
No. Start over. 95.
95. Starting over. 95, 93, 85, 96, 89, and a 93. 370 is our score for now.
Another Punoff veteran. We're going to introduce her while we get the final scores on the board. This is Allison Tugwell. And I love this girl. She is, look at I didn't even know this about you. She's an Amazon best-selling author, book coach, and founder of Pun Spoken and Wordplay Fest, a pun spoken word poetry event series and festival.
Okay.
She's been featured in South by Southwest. Really? That's awesome.
Yeah, there's some.
All right, South by Southwest. Now I lost where I am. Austin Chronicle, Austin Monthly, The Daily Texan, HuffPost, and more. So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our very own Allie Tugwell.
Thank you, Allie Tugwell, Austin, Texas.
I'm a vacation slut. This horoscopes out the best places to go, and that's in order. I want to go to Italy, but it's going to Capricorny. I'm Aquarius person. I want to travel Pisces, but it raises another question. Do they give Taurus of the boat? Jim and I want to go, but don't want to get skin cancer, though it would be nice to lay out. We're going to Europe, because I can take off Libra, and no one minds, especially not my sexy masseuse Darius. You can have a Scorpio. Hilma Sagittarius is the best. I even let him work on my legs, even though I have Chinese zodiac, doesn't work on him. If I had to, I'd rat Europe 5 out of 10. Why? Ox anyone who's been. It's pricey. But Thailand, well, I talk Thai great, and I'm just rabid for that White Lotus life. No more dragging my luggage around, and I bet you they have all you can eat snakes. I'd be hoarse from ordering cocktails. And goat gracious, they have the cutest little Buddhas on the room key cards. Or is that a monkey? Anyway, I'd be drunk all day on the beach, and Jim would be like, "Officer, a rooster." And I'd be like, "Don't talk to me, Jim, I'm flirting." Anyway, join me on this Thailand trip, y'all. I might be a whore, but I'm never a bore.
Allie Tugwell, ladies and gentlemen, let's see those scores.
All right, we have a 94, an 87, a 95, a 94, a 92, and a 91. 94 was the first one.
While they are calculating.
371.
Allison's total is 371.
Ooh, 371, Allie.
Allie is 371 points.
Reminder, our food trucks are open for business. We have Kona Ice, Garbo's, and Mamba Jambalaya. And they are some of our sponsors, so we definitely want to patronize their fabulous businesses. All right, Guy, take it away.
Our next contestant, native Texan, been in Austin a long time, and in the words of our past producer for the Pun-Off, Gary Halleck, she is a man to reckon with. Amanda Hopkins, and this is her 8th time coming to the state.
Hello. All right. I'd like to pitch you my new musical. It's gonna be wicked. Can I tell you about it in a broad way? Okay, here we go. So it's about a funny girl from New York on a trip across America, kind of an East Coast to West Side story. She says to those damn Yankees, "Miss Igon," to her mama, Mia, and steals a cab from a taxi rank, you know, a whole cab array. First thing she does is drive through thoroughly modern Philly down to Atlantic City. There she picks up 2 Heathers and a couple of Jersey boys, you know, some guys and dolls. They're all broke, so they eat spam a lot on their way to Chicago. On the way, they sing a sad song. It's a little like Taylor Swift's 1989 song. It's kind of a phantom of the pop era. After that, it's south into the woods to see spring awakening. After all, you have to see that when you're in town. So after that, Oklahoma is such a letdown. But they stop feeling so fussy and feel much less miserable when they reach California. As our fair lady rolls into LA, she thinks, hey, these town's all right. And every other passenger agrees. Last, there's a huge number where anything goes. Dancing in the aisles, dancing on the roof. I'm hoping to get Bette Midler on the roof. I mean, Jesus Christ, superstar. The cast dance down the avenue. Cue the applause and curtain. So, what do you think? Is it gonna pay my rent, or does it totally shucks? I'm hoping to talk to the producers, get with the music man, put a chorus line together, and make a Hamilton of money. I hope it works out, or I'll just be sitting at home with my cats.
Thank you, Amanda. an 85, a 97, a 90, and a 95.
Wow. Some people took out
Her
35.
total is 371.
Oh, that's high.
That's our second 371, so we have a tie place right now. Guy, Martha?
Here we go. Please welcome to the stage, John Serio. The man in the orange shoes. I love it. John Serio hails from Syracuse, New York. In his formative years as a rapper, he was affectionately known as Lil Pud, due to his stature and similar lyric flow to more widely known rapper Big Pun. Nowadays, he is better known as local news pundit. Give it up for John Serio.
Perfect Saturday couldn't kitchens at Petco Perk. Mighty makes up 1-0 on the Rumpy Risers in a cat fight. John Perling here on the cat call for this Houston Cats hit. On the run for the Mates is Purcell McGillicuddy, who's been nothing short here of cat scratch fever pitch, throwing everything plus the kitchen sinker, a literal master claws with 12 catters put out of the litter box. Up to cat in the bottom of the 9 lives inning is Persian of Interest, who studies history at Purchase College. First pitch, a hairball that cat nips the edge of the blade by a whisker. Next pitch coming, smack to left, Chew on base now. Next up is Allie Catterson, tailing from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the first pick of the litter in last year's draft. Mr. Metstophley's on second, and boy, this Mancoon Go won't catch Himalayan on base or running gingerly. The kitchen alley hiss one up the middle at McGillicuddy, takes a fresh step to third, but Metstophley's fortunate to beat the throw, put 3 on McGillicuddy's tabby. Next up, Ken Snippy Jr. from Seattle, swinging a hiss, no feline out process here. Snippy looking to capitalize, just 1 scoop away from tying or taking the lead. Non-picking catwalk wants the whole kit and caboodle, and he catapults a cat towering shot to the short catio and right, but could be me out of here, but Bombay Ruth with a leaping catch at the track. Are you kidding me? Snippy out with a sigh of measly 3 feet for winning it, but Metstophley strays. Spayer lead, pauses, then flees third base to throw. They call her out at doors at home. Neuter Pet's decision. What a catastrophe. 2 outs, meow. Last hope for the Risers, Calico Kickin Jr., the cat hitter, inserted in the field lineup. The bunt of the hitter, a true undercat. First pitch swinging, digging outside the litter box. Laser pointer to left, Persian of Interest, Subies from second, Meowdy. Pets, Cathers, Persian scores, Catterson giving chase. Pet splits from home, it's Claus. Catterson is safe, the Rumpies rise for the up-hat win 2-1. Fans in hysterics say you believe in Merricats, anything is possible.
Wow, that was fantastic. Way to go.
What a delivery. That was great. Thank you. Okay, from the judges table, we have a 94. We have an 84. We have a 70. We have an 84. We have a 55. We have an 83. And the total score is 321.
All right, give it up for John. Guy, take it away.
As somebody who follows the history of the punt-off, it is my pleasure to introduce the next contestant, Toby Micheli-Wizdowski, comes from a family. That's the only family that's ever competed in 48 years. 2 siblings have won on different years, the championship. His older brother, Jersey, won, and he's a past winner too, and he's back now for some more treatment. Yeah.
Yeah, Toby!
Take it away, Toby.
Hi, I'm Toby. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I'm ready to go. We have to stop Trump. It's about time. First, this is a fight for our country. Second, I'm in it with you because our country is in a daze, feeling weak. Third, some still support this monster, but I know you're not. Fourth dimension, the fact that his brain rotted in decade long ago, century-reeling, but he's not just some 80-year-old man, never too BC to play golf. His solstice evil thing that crawled out autumnal from the Avero pits. And I'm knocking him, yes, but we took Equinox because he shoots his mouth off like a clock. He's completely cuckoo and dumb as a rock analog put together. He proves his IQ is a single digit all the time. Just watch him try to speak, but stop watching before your brain rots. He's not a good or grandfather, so make his son dial it back too. And he hates women, so all arms in the air to smash our glass ceiling. My father once said, see son, when terrible things happen, you have to spring into action. Some are the type to just take it, but autumn man just fall to his knees, half passed out with just a quarter to his name, just later and take it? Absolutely not. We have to Monday broken country because Tuesday with this man, when they are doing this to us, will leave us all hungry, and Thursday. He was cooked Friday, long time ago, so we can't just Saturday and butts down. We have to Sunday message and say, Trump, you can't beat calendar shots. My 401k has lost a 4th January beast. We saw through every lie, every February brain idiot, so march away and stop acting like an ape, really. You may act innocent, but you know you lied to us. I hoped you'd leave after you lost like a gust of wind. September still burned in the hearts of your supporters, and they started to October dramatic. We November ready to fight back though, because December's burned brighter than theirs. So every daughter and son rise. We can't be dawn in the dumps morning because he lies and tells new one after new one. We need a president, the resolute dusk, evening the playing field. So every daughter and son, set aside your worries and be the answer. Twilight still shines. Save your country like a knight in shining armor. Now I hope I've passed your test with what I've presented, even if it left a few chairs empty, because electing him and Elon Musk was an era of epic proportions. Period. Hey, can someone post this on TikTok?
Thank you, Tony Gostowski. Perfect timing. Scores from the judges table are 95, 93, 95, 98, 96, and 85. Again, we're throwing out the high and the low.
379.
379 is his total. We have a new leader, 379 points.
Is that a new leader?
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. I just want to say before Martha brings on the other next contestant, when you come to a pun off, you should dress fit right. I wore a shirt that has a pun on it. I also, as an MC, wore this hat because I don't want to be berated on stage. And I don't want to be interviewed by any newspapers after the pun off, so I don't have on any underpants, so I can't be debriefed. What up?
Y'all give it up for Guy Ben Moshe.
Let's just be glad he didn't do yellow journalism.
He's been part of this for how long, Guy? Forever, somebody says. Yeah, how long have you been with the pun off?
Since 1986. 86 in the audience, 92 on stage, since 2008, one of the MCs with judges.
So you're talking the 1900s.
Yeah, I'm that old, baby, yes.
Yeah, I was born in 19... So, all right, we're going to bring up somebody else on stage. I know you're going to be thrilled to meet Bernard Goiter. I'm sorry I almost messed up the last name, but I got the first name right. It's Bernard Goiter. Congratulations. Thank you for being here. Now, Bernard is New York City-based journalist for Bloomberg News, where he's always trying to sneak puns into his copy. He has decades of experience at wordplaying, having grown up in a big family of punners. Give it up for Bernard.
Yay! I'm Bernard I live in New York, but I'm from Oxford, England. Okay. Dating is driving me crazy. I really ought to be doing better. Honda one hand, I'm not bad looking. Honda other, I'm a Cadillac finesse. Perhaps one day, oil change. My parents say, that's son of ours, Toyota get out more. Camry, link him up with a nice grill. I started going to the gym, but I fiat to pick up anyone there. I didn't want to be a PT cruiser. So I went drinking. I got pissed and started to slur my words. I met Sue. She wore these Dodge neon outfits. Liked to be in charge in the bedroom. She was so... Sue bruised me. She was so critical of my pasta consumption, a real carb berater. Her exes are all Episcopalian clergy. She has a very high rev count. Man, you'll never believe what happened next. Sue dumped me for Studebaker. Total crankshafted me. I'm not missing her, I'm tired, but I'm still in the game. So I started Sienna Sadie. She's escorting me, says we must hang. Mercedes don't like me, but she did. The problem was, Sadie's very Porsche. She's in the Jetta set, went to college at Fanbelt. We went for dinner. We ate very well. Costs escalated. I don't want to seem Jeep, but I can't afford Mazda the many things she wants when she wants them. It was the wrong fit for me with my suspension. So now, I see Victoria. So Victoria, she's the wheel deal. She cures animals for work. Got a vet. So I'm so attracted to her. Here's tar hoping I can impress her. I want to roll around in bed with her, clutch her. You'll never pry us apart. So Vox, we're gonna leave it there. Time to crown Victoria, my queen. Thanks.
Give it up for Bernard. Let's check out your scores. That was awesome.
Live from the judges table, we have the scores. They are 89, 80, 70, 91, 91, and 83. Did you all hear me?
We're mathing right now.
343 points.
Give it up for Bernard.
343 points. Score.
How are you guys doing out there? I'm going to ask you to do something for a moment. We usually do this. It's almost like the 7th inning stretch. So I want you guys to stand up. Everybody stand up. And kind of move your body a little bit. Because our attention span is only as good as our butts feel. So there you go. Get a little stretch. All right, we have more contestants for you. I want to remind you of the silent auction. You can sit whenever you want. I'm not the pastor. Just do whatever. We have some fantastic things in the silent auction. Even Kendra Scott, some Tito's vodka. Yes, please. I'm feeling a martini coming on. No, that's gin. We have the silent auction going for a while. We do have these t-shirts for sale. And again, so happy with all of our sponsors and all of our food trucks, people who really believe in the museums and work hard to make sure that we stay viable. And we're gonna be passing the bedpan. It's kind of like a hat, but it's a bedpan, it's the other end. And in there, somebody laughed, thank you for that. You can put cash, or we do have a QR code so you can pay electronically. All right, are you guys ready for another punster? All right, everybody take a seat, put your ears on, and Guy's gonna take it away and introduce you.
We have a local punster who's competed at Dave Wallace's Punch Out and won twice. And he'd like to dedicate this play with orders to his dad, Mr. Brandon Wilson from Austin, Texas.
All right. Brandon Wilson, start. My dad loved fishing, and a day I remember most was hearing an early morning alarm to be up at 3 a.m. We snuck out and trouted on over to a lake before the sun officially had risen. No shadow in sight, to the tune of solely Creedence Clearwater Revival, and it had my attention. It was supposed to hail, but thankfully the weather was more lenient than predicted. Upon arrival, my brother and I each had a pickerel and rod recently purchased, and upon examination, I couldn't bear a mundane rod or a crappy one, and call me selfish, but I wanted mahi rod to look hunky-dory. The lake's areoma smelt fresh. You could sense the unapologetic excitement, a chance to carpe the diem. The best part was when we had 4 live lings out at once, and in basically almost cyclical fashion, they all went off. Thankfully, we were in a group, or we would have lost a rod amongst the depths, but we were able to snap her up in time. And once we wrestled them all in, he was brimming with joy. A moment to foster genuine attention and genuine connection. Around 7 a.m., we returned with a gargantuan haul of 20 fish. Basically, what a bear could have done. Wahoo! We put the tarp on the boat and headed back. And walleye never trebly got hooked. To make a real memory, that's what I will cherish the most.
Oh, something kind of fishy about those puns. They were really good, though. We have scores live from the judges' table. They are an 84, a 71, a 70, an 86, an 82, and an 85. 322 points total after throwing out the high and the low. I graduated the Dave Wallace pun experience. You did real good.
All right, another punster coming up. This is Shelly, and her last name is Napun-Atino, which I love. That is very clever. Give it up for Shelly. Do you want Sorry, user error, which is me. Is this one on now? Come on, give me some applause. I'm working here.
Hello. Okay. Hi guys, I'm Shelly. I'm gonna start now. Hi all, I'm gonna regale you with the story of a trip that I took abroad in Europe. Amsterdam to be specific. Can all aspects of my trip be a pun? I'm not sure about it, but we'll see. I would make a joke about my trip there, but that would just be plain. I wanted to keep very fussy, so I tried to cram everything in there and do the best I could. We ended up being very busy the entire time. I went with a family member, because in my family, we like each other and actually want to travel together. We don't have all that baggage. During the trip, I went to the rubber duck store because that is my quack. It was all fun and games until I saw the bill. That was foul. We went to a library. It has the most stories. It was the biggest building there. You did have to book it in advance, though. One day we did so much that by the time I went biking, I was too tired. I just wanted a break. Bikes, that was bad. We went to a farm that was legendary. I'm not sure how we did all of it. We ended up even going to a concert. I'm gonna swiftly skip over whose concert. I've learned the errors of my way. I don't want to tour you guys with that whole story about it. But we did also have a joke about the red light district, but I got the red light on it. And I'm not sure about making inappropriate jokes because I know the Dutch are so sensitive about their Netherlands. We ended up actually getting in a flight right before the trip ended. It was quite the journey for us, but it's all in good pun. Thank you.
Up for Shelly all the way here from New York. But we love her anyway.
All right, live from the judges' table, we have a 76, a 74, an 80, a 72, a 58, and a 77.
Give it up for Shelly. All right, I do want to...
299 points is the total after throwing out the high and the low. 299 points.
Excellent. All the way from New York. Have you noticed how many out-of-staters? It is so exciting. The pun-off really is the World Championship. I encourage you, maybe during the break, there's some tents out front, some really funny little pun little statues that are the cutest things from Hairbrained. And then another gentleman, I all of a sudden lost the name, but he has pun-based t-shirts, coloring books, and lots of fun things. So make sure to visit all of our sponsors. I'll turn it back over to Guy.
Thank you, Martha. Our next contestant needs no introduction except for people who don't know him. Andy Bolinsky is not just a punster here, but this piece of paper that has all of our contestants' names He works the registration year after year with his wife, and they really help put this pun off together. Judges know it. When he's not at the pun off and making puns, he's very active in Sierra Club, and he plays Irish flute and concertina in an Irish band. They're available for weddings, wakes, and Irish bar mitzvahs.
We refer to Andy and his wife as the Team Belinsky, and they were the recipients several years ago of the Punster of the Year award. So they are very valuable to us. They make the contestants feel comfortable when they're trying to decide if they really want to do this or not. Okay, Andy.
Thanks, David. If Yale let me, I'll begin grambling on about what we stand for as a nation. That Villanova president, his Loyola fools, his tech browns, and fairly dickish sons have gone zaga-ziga with the law where legality is concerned. They want to brin more books. I mean, what the fucking hell? I'm sorry, I swore more than I meant to. It's been a tough few months. Harvard, you like to be told to become a color white school of mines, all mines. All because some sir accused you in a dark myth about being a woke forest in Berkeley stocks. And pretending it's all about anti-Sam Houstonism? Don't lie to us Jews, to a Jew press. And this St. Olaf it. They've eaten all the research money, and it's boding ill that we won't keep pace mid-China again. It's a RISD strategy with lots of accidental damage. Trinity-gritty is that research money prints tons of patents. We'll have no Hopkins institutional Emory. We won't even be able to spell, man. It's appalling. And they're hoping for an old dominoian effect so that if you don't stand up for Harvard, when they come for your Alabama mater, no one will bail her out. So don't just drink with your bar nerds. Make a Caltech Congress. Bring 'em young voices, which is to state the obvious. Rise to the occasion. Duquesne do this. Write to Justice Morrill Roberts. Take up UPenn or call him, be a voice for the pursuit of academic freedom. I can't state this strongly enough.
All right, another wonderful routine from Andy Belinsky. And by the way, I didn't say her name. His wife's name on Team Belinsky is Julia. We nickname her the Queen of the Pun-Off because she does so much work for us every year and helps the contestants so very much. Our live scores from the judges table are 97, 91, 85, 97, 96, and 95.
Thank you, Andy. I feel well schooled after that. Bring it back to Martha.
379 after behind the low.
370? Some good scores. These judges are tough today, I'm telling you.
And again, if you want to see the scores live, you can go to our website, punoff.com, click on the scoreboard,
I've got 50%
and
charge on
see
this.
it live and on the web.
Low power mode.
Yes.
Hey, David, will you take a moment to introduce our judges again?
Yes, our judges are Emily, Trevor, Francis,
The regular power mode?
Dave, Steve, and Bert.
All have been very involved in the pun-off, and just incredibly cool people. We are volunteers doing this. We're having a great time. Are y'all having fun? Let's give a big thank you to Emily right here because you're sitting under a tent. Give it up for a tent. And for all intents and purposes, you're comfortable, right? You see what I did there? All right, we're going to bring up your next punster. Give it up for Dan Nolan. It's his fourth pun-off, right? And he's going to be telling us all about the economy.
All right, I'm Dan Nolan from Austin, Texas. Let's talk about our terrific economy. I have to ask, no, I must ask you, and don't dodge the question, duty and coffee taxes matter? already chainsaw a price increase to quote an expert, would play stupid games, win stupid prizes. From most favored nation to Musk flavored station. I stink so. What be driving our economy? It be trade, sir, plus. There's no ships import. They sank, Sean. I'm afraid at this rate it will be an export. They were full of ship. Now who will container ships? No matter your pork chops, you have to dock workers' pay. Then who checks imbalances? You can add Val Orem to the list. Val, you added tax and nails to your order. How will we supply Shane's? Fill the best little warehouse in Texas? Don't steal tariffs from hard-working Americans. These attacks. The eyes of taxes are upon you. They won't bat an eye. Oh, deficit to our concerns? Don't bury your head in the sand and ignore the signals. This will tear us apart. Senator Tom Cotton, that bill's elating us on, but don't cuss Tom. Cuss Tom's broke air. Josh Hawley and his underage shipper quoted the Declaration of Independence. I say lies, damn lies, and logistics. Smoot, Hawley, just leave us Elon, you traitor.
Dan Nolan, ladies and gentlemen. So is this your fourth or your fifth? This is your fourth. Well, congratulations.
Congratulations, Dan. Very good routine. Live from the judges' table, we have a 76, a 78, an 80, an 86, a 91, and a 90.
Dan.
334.
Dan. Fantastic. And here's Guy Ben Moshe.
And let's wait for some scores over yet.
334 is his total score. And that's after throwing out the highs and the lows.
Okay, so our next contestant, like me, although I hide it because I've been in Texas 40 years, I'm a native New Yorker. Like the next contestant, boy, New Yorkers are really flooding the stage today. And I'm going to read her stuff because I'm not going to improv on this. Emma Taylor Miller is a New York City-based actor, clown, and internationally competitive pun comic. She's a winner of It's Always Punny in Philadelphia, a multi-time Punniest winner. Punniest was in New York, where she competes as When Wit Hits the Fan. Take it away, Emma.
Hi, Emma. Okay. No? We're finding the sweet spot. Okay. Hi, Emma from New York.
It's waiting for connection.
Stop! I can't end this whirlwind romance. I ran all this way. Have you never seen a gal run before? Oh, it's real hard to say this, and I know it's kinda dumb, but I've never been in love like this. We make sense together. I rock, and you're a guy. Remember the day at the beach? All the sand and the Seychelles? You ripped off your shirt. Well, Uzbek is tan now. Your pack is tan, but you're Turkish, and often a Turkman is tan. Oh, you are what Taiwan's, Kosovo, so many things. Djibouti, you're Nepal's. You're musical as a Singapore, but you play guitar. Oh, you've got a big Bahrain and have earned so many degrees. You've got a great Korea, but I'm not after your money.
Where's that frame?
If Vanuatu do to show I'm serious, I do it. What I'm trying to say is, if you need me, Albania and I'll Romania. If folks Armenia, don't be shocked if I slander them. And I hope you won't let them pan Emma. Look, Kuwait, we're just a guy on a girl ready to travel this beautiful planet Honduras. Under our 2 feet, 2 legs, and 2 knees, yeah? And we will be a pair who sees it all together. Sorry, I gab on. You say you have a secret? Oh, I don't care that Japan's sexual. There's no way I can live without you. Life would be lousy. I want to be with you, Kay. I want to be with you as a lover, girlfriend, already? Oh, man. I want to be with you as a girlfriend, lover, and/or a wife. But I won't rush a good thing. In the meantime, shall we go see a movie? We could see the Barbie sequel, Barbados, because I'm India.
Obviously, she was perusing the atlas. We have a 95, a 95, a 93, a 98, 95, and a 94.
From 379. That was Ed looking for Kevin King. There you
Martha,
are.
hold on. We have
Okay, I'm waiting.
We have a total score of 379.
379.
Oh, you're right, it's a tie.
We've got a three-way tie right now.
Ooh, I never programmed this for a tie. Well, we could say this. Oh, no.
Are we good? Are we ready for another punter? Yeah? I want to encourage you out there in the audience thinking, well, I could do that. I'm funnier than these people. I'm a good punter. Who thinks out here you would actually have the guts to try this? Yeah? Back there? No? There's one in the very back. April 1st, which is April Fool's Day, is the day that sign-ups start. We have to sign up for the pun off, and then it's a lottery drawing. So we have so many people who want to be here, we have to draw and only pick the number of contestants. So I encourage you to give it a try. That'll be April 1st. All right, so our next contestant is Kevin King, all the way from Pittsburgh.
Martha, let's remind them they can get updates between now and April 1st on punoff.com.
Punoff.com, you can get updates and alerts.
Updates, and also you can see it and remind yourself of when your registration is.
Fantastic, I love it. We also have a selfie station on the side of the building. Please use hashtag PunoffATX and help us get out on social media. I'm so sorry, I keep taking up all your time. Give it up for Kevin, he's so patient. He is Kevin from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and his perfect penitentiary where the wordplay pandemonium preserves. That's really good. Pining for his potential premier pun pageant participation, perhaps a pipe dream, I am prepped to support. This is hard. I feel like Porky Pig up here. He is prepared to purport my proper position in the pun pecking order.
Can everyone hear me? All right, so today I will be reading from the good book, so I'm ready to start. Okay, so this version comes from the bare bones translation, so please joint together with me. Our fossa, who art in foramen, marrowed be thy enamel. Thy skeleton has calcium in femur, as it does in dentin. Ingus this day our daily facets, and excellus our processes, as we overgive bones, suture as pass against us. And incus not intum penpalis, deliveramus from parieto, for spine is scium, the carpal, clavic glory, for vea and ever. Amen. Next, a lovely passage from 1 Corinthians. Navicular is patella, navicular is kind. It does not phalange, it does not os, it is not proud. It does not bone spur molars, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily antlered. It keeps no olecranons. Navicular does not hydroxyapatite in osteopenia, but rejoices with the tooth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Finally, one of my favorite tibial incisors.
I can do phalanges through him who sternolengthens me. Amen, 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 amen. That's 4 amens. I'd like to give phalanx to the congregation.
Give it up, Kevin King.
Another good routine we have going here. And live from the judges table. I will be giving you an update any second now.
All right. Waiting on the scores.
They don't have to be in order. In fact, I put them out of order so nobody will be held to blame.
Ooh,
if you don't like
fantastic.
We have a 72, a 74, an 80, 72, 74, 80, 68, 45, and 85.
Woohoo! All the way from Pittsburgh, ladies and gentlemen.
294 points after throwing out the high and the low. Now I want to mention something.
Get off this one.
You may notice we have some pretty varied scores here. And the reason that is on purpose. Every year people ask me, how should I score as a judge? What should I do? And I tell them, use your own judgment. We're looking for diversity. We want your opinion. The only thing we ask the judges is please leave religion and politics at home, because it can be a very funny routine and still not agree with you. So we strive for judges that can do that. And I think they've done a pretty good job today. We have seen that.
Give it up for our bicyclist. Yeah. That was really cool. Sorry, I can't get a handle on it. Special thanks to Maudie's Tex-Mex, Greater Texas Federal Credit Union, Garbo's, Shell, and the Austin Revitalization Authority. They are some of our sponsors. Hey, more bicyclists, give it up, give it up. That's so healthy, ew. All right, I'm gonna hand it over to Guy for your next contestant.
Thank you. Okay, our next contestant is a writer, director, producer, punter, comedian, and self-proclaimed multi-hyphenate. Originally from Dallas, Texas, she moved to Austin to help us become #1 in the world in traffic jams. Carolyn Kelleher.
I was trying to get on. There we go. Can you hear me? Hi, I'm Carolyn. My laugh lines and frown lines are in a race to see who can start getting me to use retinol first. I am rooting for the laugh lines to win. I want joy, gently creased into my skin, wrinkles, timelines, tracing the places that I've been, like motels for the elderly, grandfathered inns. I heard time can fly, thought that was the crow's feet. Clocks are like radishes, just off a beat, but fear of aging is toothless when we're all indentured to Mother Earth and Father Time and things that language can't define. Like a pocket watch, I need to unwind. Clocks have a face, but you can't make up time, and I know I am young, but I am still old enough to get carted away by my government. Am I white? Too much gives me a headache, so I whine in moderation. Hope you're not Bordeaux, but I have a few frustrations. Some cannot see it was 3 rights, you're out. Climate's a hot and there's always a drought. This state's got some abbots I think we should change. Through the scope of our gun laws, school money for vouchers, but not where it's needed. Bread won't fix global warming, it would be cooler if heated. And eggs are so very expensive, buying meat is beyond impossible. But wheat gluten gives me that satanic panic. So I said, to fool me once, can't fool me twice. Mother Earth's melting down, but won't get rid of ice. Fossil fuel, her oldest flame, burns all the money and won't take the blame. It's all your fault and never the law, and if you care about turtles, then that's your last straw. The more I'm well-read, the more I feel blue, because books just don't burn the way CDs used to. Measles, Plan B, the electrical grid, I might bomb up here, but just stop bombing kids. This part is unbelievable that it's so polarizing that we need art in schools should not be surprising. Healthcare for all, I think we should fund it. Y'all can be mad, but I've already pundit. They say time is money, it's kept wasted and spent. Interest or not, we're indebted to it. Time will tell, and when all is told, puns will outlive us all. They never grow old. Thank you.
Okay, turning hot from the live judges table, we have an 82, a 72, a 70, an 82, a 35, and a 93. 306 is the final score. Sebastian, 306 is the final score with the high and the low thrown out.
Yeah, if the crowd thinks that they can influence the judges, you can, yeah. Okay, Martha, here you go.
All right. It's time. Right after this wonderful contestant, we are going to start passing the bedpans. Yes, it's not the hat, it's the other end. It's the bedpan, and we need your donations. This is the biggest fundraiser that we have for these two museums. Part of Austin history, important to us, and I'm sure important to you. We will take cash donations. We will also have a QR code where you can donate electronically, but also the silent auction. And anything that you buy that we're selling, like t-shirts, coloring books, all the fun stuff, goes to support the O.Henry Museum and the Susanna Dickinson Museum. So we'll start passing those around in just a few, but in the meantime, I'm going to bring up Marita Stover. Come on up, honey. She's here from Pacifica, California. She's a San Francisco Bay Area and former producer, host, and two-time winner, 7-time punter-up at the Bay Area Pun-Off. She's also participated in the 2023 O.Henry. She's a new mom, an improviser, and recently started writing a book. Give it up for Marina.
Hot mic. This is a conversation between two sharks at a bar and krill. Could you be any more beautiful? Here, try a bite of my salmon. No thanks. What's wrong? I'm done. What are you talking about? This thing between us, it's over. It's definitely, officially over. I could have dated anyone. With these looks, I could have dated a polar bear, I could have dated a bird. I'll do anything, I'm sorry. I'm done, genius. Purse, I'm leaving. I met someone else. What? You've got to be squidding me. I didn't do it on purpose, it just happened. Well, please, just let me know who it is. It's your brother. What? Why my brother? His muscles, mostly. Can't you see I'm not in love with you anymore? What a load of baloney. I keep you warm. We teach each other things. I don't need a man to teach me. I need a man to warm me up. I need a man to rail me. Shh. You're being too boisterous. The server's walking toward us. Oh, perfect. You can pay the check. Or can you? I'm an emergency room sturgeon. How dare you? Fine, go hog wild. Be with my brother, see if I care. Cool, calm, and collected, Jonathan. Cool, calm, and collected. I'm sorry. Me too. I guess I could be grateful for what I have and stop sea urchin for more. And I could be a little less shellfish. So let's seal the deal. The real reason I brought you out tonight. Will you marry me? I will! Now that's amore.
Marina Stover. I love that your name is even Marina.
Yeah. I did it just for this.
I don't know, it's kind of fishy.
Yes. Well, of course she had to succumb to peer pressure. And we welcome Marina and her chums
Are you finished?
I hope so. Everybody hopes so. 92, a 90, an 88, a 98, a 92, and a 97. Yes, Marina was station. 371 is the total with the high and the low turned out, or scratched out. Guy? Back to you. Okay, our next contestant, this is crazy. 3 contestants in a row from California. It's the East Coast versus the West Coast versus the Gulf Coast today. Our next contestant is from San Francisco. He's a playwright. His full-length play, Data Team Musical, the play, will run at the Berkeley City Club from October 18th through November 16th this year. He's also a nationally rated Scrabble player. So he'll be looking for triple word score from the judges. If it involves words, he's there. Let's welcome Maurice F.
Maurice F., San Francisco. Kate, I beg your pardon. You want to leave me? Let me desert you first. I know you're sore, babe, but before you get all smoralistic, maybe it will beignet fit you to hear me out so that you can only see that I'm no crueler than you. Cat, I crow not at the jelly's role I played and do not wholly understand it myself. Can you tell her that I feel waffle about it? I could cobble together excuses or strudel reasons, but I forgot, so many of them. And really, Kuna Manas is without sin mon roll the first scone. After all, you freed Aunt Barb's pet snake, and now she's a cross-on. And I rue Barb's python being loose. Though our time together is a clear memory. You didn't drink whiskey Monday to Saturday, but your Scotch Sundays. I meringue your door, you'd answer in your blue lingerie and your Cool Whip, your Twinkie in your eye. That gal let me do anything, and I sure rose to the occasion. We'd go hiking, take a Madeline over the volcano to the back lava, post to Insta, that apple fritter away hours. You like to go Dutch, baby, but I put a ban on a split. And so the waiter laughed. That snickerdoodle do that. We even talked about having kids, maybe in Kansas, so they're cornbread. And if they were small, they'd be shortbread. And if they had red hair, who cares if they're gingerbread? All I care is that we bred. Putting that aside, I guess all I'm trying to say is we have to sip from the shallow cup of life with a straw very short, Kate. You have lingering doubts? Just make sure that lingering berry muffin inside of you. 'Cause sure as the morning bun rises in the yeast, let's tart over, souffle our differences aside, flan to stay together, and heal our Pop-Tarts.
All right. We have another great routine. I know I keep saying that, but the thing is we haven't had a bad one today. Just wait. We have a 93, a 90, an 89, a 95, another 95, and a 92. 370 is the total with the high and low thrown out. Right? Okay, we're coming back to somebody from California. Jeffrey Main from San Diego, a regular competitor at the San Diego Pandemonium, previous medalist from the o.henry Pun-Off. The definition of masochist, coming back for more on this stage. Here he is, Jeffrey Main.
Thank you. Check this out.
Hello.
Oh, thank you. All right.
How about that?
Hello, I am Jeffrey Main from San Diego. Hi. Thank you, judges, again. We'll get to you in a second. You know, I love Jesus and all the books of the Bible from start to finish in order. In fact, I was talking to Jenny, and Jenny's sis, who's Exodus Money. I told her I use levity because otherwise people are numbered to my message. She said, dude, you're on to me. Just sure are zhuzhing up this Jesus guy. To tell you the truth, when I think of Christianity, I just think of some Yuletide songs, no smokings, no drinkings. Is there more to it than that? I said, when I face the chronic ills of life, Jesus is right here, near my heart. A stir rises up, and now it's my job to share some truth using dope nouns and proverbs and even some humor. Like John Cleese, he has these songs of silly men. Isaiah, can I share my thoughts? Jesus is the Lamb, and nations need to know He's equal to none. Listen, then you'll know his age-old saying that loving God and loving others first is a must. Oh, but I drove a Porsche. My car even has a name. Isn't there a backup plan? I said, my name is Jeff, and I understand, but you show me a guy who puts Zachariah and money first, and I'll show you a dismal guy. Do the math. Do the math, and you'll understand. Mark my words, and look around. Oh dear. In this jaunt through life, ask yourself this question. This is going to get interesting. Ask yourself this question. Do you want to be roving without purpose? Calling the one thing that matters. I don't care if you're a gal, Asian. I'm not here to charge a fee, shun the idea. Do you want to be, I don't care if you're Philippian burgers or Philippian houses, but you still have to call a sin a sin. That alone is the one thing that matters. As we fight against the system of the world. You don't have to be a Titus. Oh dear. He will fill them up with joy. So if you're trying to beat her out.
Oh no. He's doing so well.
Jeffrey, you did so great. Clean up on aisle 1.
Hey, Jeffrey.
All right.
Jeffrey, I have a question for you. Did Barack Obama win due to Romney?
Hannah?
Okay, from the judges' table, these are the scores as if he hadn't gone to the bell, over the bell. 90, 90.
You worked so hard.
86 and 88. Those are really good scores. Oh, he stopped. The winner is taking the credit or blame, whichever you prefer, for that ringing during the end of his routine. The judges agree, so we'll go with it. 353 is the total score.
All right, congratulations. Thank you, Jeffrey.
353. Contestants, please keep in mind this is a world championship, and we like to be nice, we like to be lenient, but we want to be fair to everybody, so try to keep it under the 2 minutes.
So where's the bedpan? Who has the bedpan? Is it still going around? We do need your donations from the bedpan. And I am so honored to introduce somebody who I think is super cool. And her name is Erica Etten. Give it up for Erica. She's from Brooklyn. Yeah. And she is a previous O.Henry Punniest of Show winner. Lives in Brooklyn, New York. Enjoys math, musicals, and mahjong. She hopes her pun routine today will be music to your ears. Let me turn that on for you. It'll take a moment.
Is it on? Okay. Cello. Our survival over the next 4 years is instrumental. I hate to pick a low topic like politics, but we are stuck with trumpet themes. Would you believe for our country, he's the symbol? He likes fighting, he likes violins, and when it comes down to it, he's a registered saxophoner. Okay, everyone, please bring it down to a dulcimer. In 2020, he didn't trust the election results, a cliffhanger, if you will. He's like, recount those votes. Did you redo it? According to what I read, there was election tambourine. Biden did not win, and I'm declaring it. Let's banjo. Should we fret that morale is in the doldrums and our leader is a liar? Side note, not even an organ donor. I guess at least he didn't fiddle any interns like horny Bill Clinton. He didn't harmonica. I did not have sex with that woman. Oh, I miss Obama and his dogs. Oh, Sonny. Oh, Bo. I'm sorry to lose my tempo, but you're just a high-fluting, mandolin out tariffs, seeing who has the biggest pianist, and deporting immigrants who I call people and ukuleleans. Maybe if you triangling for world peace instead of debasing America, Viola be a little bit happier. Okay, done harping. Read. No, double read my lips. Let's get our president out. Going, gong. 2028 will bassoon, so let's cast a net for the next commander-in-chief. One by one, two by two. If we all chime in and sit our differences aside, we would wind up with someone great in the White House. Kazoo, make a difference.
A 96, a 99, a 94,
and a 98.
Yes, I'm jumbling up the order so nobody knows what happened. Steve Brooks.
390.
I just want to say the reason that the museum uses bedpans for donations is to show that you give a crap about the future of the museum.
Yeah, you know, there's another reason. It's because those of us that pun have a bedpan delivery.
Next contestant has been here 18 times before. She's back for some more punishment. Kate Howard moved to Austin in 1987. She's a singer known for writing funny songs. At her second release, I'm Not Here to Help You, streams everywhere starting May 30th. Kate Howard from Austin, Texas.
Thank you. Our gal Chanel aimed to mend her love life in some form or fashion. She got tired of playing it cool. Lots of folks tried to persuade her to address the issue with dating apps. No sweat, shop around. She tried the apps briefly, buttoned her profile, said she loves to polka. That's not her bag, though. Most chaps she met were nitwits, but not Calvin, who was overall smart and sweet, plus his ass caught it going on. He'd call her daily. He set her heart ablaze, her heart sank when he spoke of his checkered past. She made a LeMay excuse to break up. When he plaid her for a reason, she skirted the issue, saying, "You're no Prince Charming." To Calvin, of course, it seemed she was being close-minded. One night, when Chanel was scarfing down dinner and drinking a pearl snap at a cafe, she spotted Calvin sitting nearby. She broke into a sweat, her memories flooded back. She tried acting cash, mere sight of him was too much to bear. She darted out the door. He decided to tail her. She ran, he was on her heels. He followed her to the A-line train platform where he threw his hat and jacket off and said, "Chanel, darn it, this sucks. Would you let me be your suitor again?" She said yes, kissed him, and they haven't been separate since. Thank you.
Kate, good stuff, babe.
All right. Thank you, Kate.
Oh, okay.
We have an 82, a 79, a 78, an 83, a 76, and a 76. I may have had those last two out of order. The 76 and the 76.
Give it up for Kate Howard.
The number is 315 is her total with the high and the low thrown out.
Well, we only have 2 left. Are y'all having fun? But are you having pun? Please take pictures. Please use hashtag punoff, ATX. We would love to have some social media presence. Remember that we're here for these 2 museums. The reason you came out today is because you support the arts and you support words, and we are so grateful that you are here. So give yourselves a round of applause. All right, come on up, Stephanie. Stephanie is here from Missouri, and although she has a big family tree of punsters, her jokes leave a lot to be desired. They get better when she applies herself, but hey, sometimes there's a lemon. She's got a pair of little boys who branch out into wordplay too. Give it up for Stephanie.
You got it. All right, we are live. Hi, Stephanie Thayer, St. Louis, Missouri, number 27, but hopefully number 1 in your hearts. I worked for a beer company. I'm gonna move this up. Nope. All right, we're doing it. I worked for a beer company. The details are hazy. You had some job hops, but we would get interns once in a blue moon, you know, for mentorship. One guy, barrel-aged 21, big head, thought he was the Schlitz. 2, not too bright, thank you very much. Air in line, and he blew it. Says he's only there for the summer. Shandy doesn't even look up from his phone, and when he talks, I can't delirium. He glares at me. Maybe it's because I'm a blonde, I'll never know. But, right, gotta help this pint-sized piece of work. Poor me! What the fresh hell is this? But, of course, I stick with it even though it's rocky. What else am I gonna brew? I'm not gonna sour on the kid even though he augur no better. We're gonna raise the bar, because I'm a glass half full kind of gal. He insists he's going to present to leadership a Lone Star, even though we're fall staff. What could go so wrong? I told him we'll talk louder, alcohol you. But once he was done with the slides, I proved the presentation, red stripes everywhere. He says the demand tripled, and I know the numbers are flat. They were way too high life. Is this crafty punk trying to get us canned? What cider do you want anyway? What a pain in the ass. But I decided to take a chill Pilsner and give him the benefit of the stout. I guess these are tips they didn't get in school. I'm not gonna harp on him and won't let him throw away his shots. But I work with him, mash up the good intel, slam dunk, crisp goes down smooth, and he looked a little pale, I'll admit. Jokes aside, I'd sing has praises. He left the company at the end of the season. He was fed up, just kettle handled the workload. It was beer nuts. He wasn't coming back ever a grain. It turned out fine malt told, but I'm not bitter. Eventually, I tapped out too. It's in the Pabst, and now we're both colder. Budweiser. Cheers!
Salud.
All right. From the judges' table, we have an 80, an 82, a 94, a 91, a 93, and an 89. And the total of the high and low thrown out is 355. 355. And again, check, if you want to see updates visually, go to punoff.com on your phone and click on the scoreboard.
Okay,
Guy, back to you.
Well, I want to say, I'm one of those people that notice things, like 3 Californians in a row. I guess I'm kind of on the spectrum. I notice things. And I notice now, the last 5 contestants are all women. And I looked over the list, 50% of the contestants today are ladies. How about that? And 50% of the MCs as well. Okay, and next to the last here, we have another Californian. What else? Emily Haydock, the artist formerly known as Penelope Crude, is a frequent participant in and past winner of the Bay Area Pun-Off. This is her first time competing in the o.henry World Championships. Let's welcome Emily Haydock.
I'm here to pontificate about my first joke. If you know a bit about me, you might not even believe that I was Ezra, a Sunday school teacher, but I solemnly swear it's the truth. If the idea of a degenerate like me casting God's spell on children puts you ill at ease, let me adamantly assure you that I was just a glorified babysitter, asked to watch only the Lilith kids. Babies and toddlers can really test a mentally sharp but emotionally immature teen girl's fortitude. I was barely able to adjudicate their fights or keep them on the Esau. And I realized it the hard way that baby piss'll soak my Sunday best through, and that some diaper changes will get Deuteronomy. So, in more ways than one, that first job left a mark. And if you look at my subsequent positions, if you do the math, you'll see a pattern. It's not a Corinthian dance that I became a school council lord, versed in mental health crises. And while my passion for that role eventually petered out, it, along with that first job, made me the Moses wholly prepared for the phase I'm on to now. Being a mother, married, and a somatic psychotherapist. Before I leave, I thank you for listening. And now I say, let's imbibe a little.
Thank you. Emily Haydock, all the way from California. Wow.
Okay.
Holy moly.
Again, live from the judges' table, we have a 90, a 79, an 87, an 89, a 92, and a 90. And the grand total with the high and low thrown out is 356, 356. Who's our next contestant, Martha?
It's our last contestant.
Our last contestant.
We saved the best for last. Give it up. We have had some wonderful punsters today. Hold on. I'm just going to wait for a second. They are fired. Come on, that was funny. Hey, gosh, you guys. All right, our very last contestant. Come on up, hon. This is Michelle McDonald from New Braunfels, Texas. A glutton for punishment amongst this panopoly of punsters from New Braunfels, Texas.
Live? Hi. Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm very happy to be here. I'm a bartender from suburban New Braunfels. I was on the waitress list. Imagine my surprise when I found out I scotched in. I'm no virgin, but I forgot for vodka by material, so I'm going to muddle through this and take a shot at it. At work, I rock, but here I shake her in my shoes. People tell me to stand behind a bar, but all the other contestants just raised it. I love my job. There's never a so boring day. Once I got a group of endangered reptile hunters from Texas. They all drank Hornitos. When I work outside, the people ask me, "You got a shiner?" And I'm like, "No, it's just my makeup smearing." One day this guy walked in. He was all sweaty and sad. He'd just broken up with his girlfriend. And they were all the way out on Love Street. And I asked him, "Why did you walk?" And he's like, "Well, she wouldn't give me my car back." I was like, "Why didn't you hop a dillo into an Uber?" I'm just rambler. Bartending isn't so breezy. Bartenders, Jay missing out on a lot. It's the lonely life. You work on Tito's all hours. Most aren't rich and rarely get health insurance. Can't miscalculate, that would be whiskey. But you bite the bullet. What doesn't to kill you makes you stronger.
Michelle McDonald, congratulations, you killed it. That was great. Stand over here. Pour your score. She says, I need a drink now. Yeah. Oh, here's the
Okay,
scores.
that was our last contestant in this round, or in this contest. We have 2 contests today. From the judges' table, we have an 86. We have a 77. We have a 70. We have a 74. We have a 65. And we have an 85.
I guess I got 86th.
Oh, but I'm bummed.
She got 306.
Give it up for Michelle. Funny and funny.
McDonald this year is 306, 306 points.
Fantastic. Well, we've come to that part of the program. Who's ready for pun slingers? But who needs a break first?
Yes, we're going to be taking a short break to rearrange the stage a little bit for Pun Slingers. And we also are going to get our final totals and winner from the scorekeeper here, Aaron Faisal. Our winners from the electronic total board.
All right.
Yes. Tension and drama.
I know, right? It's like I'm on the edge of my stage. All right.
David, what do you
Again, right after this final score, we're going to take a break.
390 points. Our winner is Erica Etten from New York.
Erica, you did it.
Congratulations. Who's number 2, Eric?
Erica, you did it. Remember, you can see all of this and more. There she is, Erica Etten, ladies and gentlemen. There she is. Fantastic, congratulations. Now, are you in Pun Slingers too? All right, so what we're going to do for Pun Slingers, we're going to rearrange the stage, give you guys time to go to the restroom, hydrate, spend all of your money up here on the swag and the silent auction, which does close at 3:30. So you snooze, you lose. We have some wonderful vendors up front with some great pun-related things. Take a break, and then tell me about Pun Slingers.
Well, President, we also have these lovely porta potties here, courtesy Parks Department, City of Austin.
We have 3 contestants with 379 points. It will be just a few seconds here as we work on the tiebreaker system.
We have a tie?
No, for second place.
For second place, we have 3
people
Two
tied.
contestants tied. 3 contestants tied.
Wow.
We're going to be using the tiebreaker system. We're going to bring back in the numbers.
The high and the low.
The high and the low that we had scratched out.
Wow, what a nail biter. Y'all having fun? Yeah? Remember, April 1st is your chance to sign up. If you think you can do it, give it a shot. You know, why not, right? Is it fun, Jeffrey?
It's so fun.
So tell me about Pun Slingers, Guy.
Here's the difference back from Punniest of Show, the first part of the program, to Pun Slingers. Punniest of Show, these people throughout the year think about puns. They could be sitting at their desk, sitting at the kitchen table, sitting in their car. But they're sitting when they come up with their puns. They think well on their seat. In the next competition, these people have to think well on their feet. It's spontaneous. And it's a whole different skill set from taking your time to come up with a pun.
We have our 3 contestants here that tied, and even bringing back in the high and the low score, they're still tied.
Oh my gosh.
And their names are
Emma Miller.
Emma. Woo! Emma Miller.
Toby Grostowski.
Toby. Are we getting him up here?
Yes, please.
Come on up. Come to the stage,
Toby.
Emma and Toby.
Come to the stage, please.
Emma, you can come right up here.
And
there's
the
stairs.
other one? That's all.
I don't.
We redid the math. We have a tie for second and third. With 2 people. Can you come up here and give us just a little brief part of your routine, and we'll let the audience decide.
Guggenheim. I'm sorry, it's Andy.
and Andy Belinsky. Andy, are you still here? Okay, Andy, Toby, Emma, would you please give us a brief reminder of what your routine was?
Who's first? Me?
Who wants to go first? Anybody volunteer to go first? Emma, go first.
We can go see the Barbie sequel, Barbados, because I'm India.
All right, Emma. Toby.
We have to Monday, Broken Country, because Tuesday with this administration, Wednesday are doing this, will leave us all hungry, and Thursday. He was broke Friday a long time ago, so we can't just Saturday butts down. We have to Sunday message and say, Trump, you can't be calendar shots.
Okay, Andy Belinsky, give us a reminder of what your routine was.
So rise to the occasion. Do can do this. Write to Justice Morrill Roberts. Take up UPenn and call him. Be a voice for the pursuit of academic freedom. I can't state this strongly enough.
All right.
Okay, audience, it's your decision. Clap for Emma.
Wait.
Thank you. Okay, clap for Toby. Clap for Andy. Okay, I'm going to call it, from listening to the audience, I'm going to call it Emma, Andy, Toby. Thank you, audience, for breaking our tie. We really appreciate it. We thought we had built in so this wouldn't happen. 2 safeguards. We added an extra digit to the scores that the judges give us. And we also threw out the high and the low and then brought them back in, and they were still tied. So thank you again, audience. We really appreciate your opinion. Okay, we'll be back for Punch Slingers in about 20 minutes or so. We're going to rearrange the stage, get ready for you. So take a stretch, have some food in our food trucks.
Get autographs from the punsters. Visit the food trucks. Please, we really want our sponsors to be supported. And we'll get ready for Pun Slingers. Please hydrate. Please drink something. And I want y'all to all say, no rain, no rain, no rain.
We'll put it up. You can skip. That way you don't have to watch the whole thing.
Thank you very much for audience participation in the clap off. We did it without penicillin. You guys are great.